Hi guys, so a new month, we're in March now, so hopefully the weather will be getting better. We can do a few more little workouts outside. I hope you enjoyed Owain's Kettlebell Workshop, and if all you all join Friday Night Lights on Friday, thanks for coming. Another one at the end of March. So let's go through some programming now. We are in your second week of the last cycle. We are still doing those heavy barbell cluster reps on a Monday. So hopefully you're really good at the technique for those and you're really pushing the limits. If you're still not good with your front rack mobility or struggling with that motion, there is a scaled option. Go down to dumbbells or just breaking the movement up, maybe just doing a power clean and then a thruster. But the coach should be advising you well on that one. The 3-board press, again, the benefit of this is to break down that movement and only doing a half rep. So when you do a normal bench press, the sticking point is this bit. So it's literally going a bit heavier with the weight on the 3-board press and then really maximizing that upper press. So when you go back to doing your chest presses, this should help that sticking point. Max a bench press in 30 seconds. So again, that's just seeing how many reps you can get at 75%. So that should be quite punchy. Use a spotter for that one because I want to go to complete failure. So if you're doing it yourself, you're more likely just to put the bar back on the rack. I want you to go complete failure. And then as you fail, a spotter can put it back on the rack and that is your number. And then the other exercises from Monday are just a few more reps. Just make sure on that single leg bridge, you are following that tempo. So it's 2 up, 2 hold, 2 back, 2 recovery. Okay, so that's what 2, 2, 2, 2 means. And then on the banded half inning 1-arm rows, again, some slow tempo. So 1, 2, hold for 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 for reset. I know making sure that you're not shrugging, make sure your shoulder blade is back and down and you're pulling right here, yeah? Not up here. TRX crunches, have a nice straight line like you're in a plank, and as you do that slow controlled movement, again tempo, in for 2, hold for 2, out for 2, reset for 2. This should be quite tough. If you need to drop your knees down in order to have a rest and get those reps done, that's fine, but really push your limits on that core exercise. Work at the end. For time, individual, it's going to be 18, 12, 6. So you've got your dumbbell, shoulders overhead, so push press into a kettlebell swings, into alternate V-sits, and then dropping down to 12s, then drop down to 6, and make sure you're recording all your weights and your time for that last bit. Tuesdays, we've got your cage deadlifts, 5x4, 80%. So if you've been doing this the last few weeks, really push those weight. If you haven't been, then you can do lighter percentages and more reps, just the coach again will advise you. The banded Y raises with that, they shouldn't really be too difficult. It's more of an accessory exercise. So the band, you're going to be engaging shoulder blades, pulling back, holding for 2 seconds, then 2 seconds coming back. Then onto your next superset is your dumbbell snatch onto dumbbell reverse lunges. A superset with barbell rack skull crushers. It might be a bit unfamiliar to you, but just really slow it down and just build up some confidence with the lighter reps before you move on too heavy. You've got your banded wood chops. Again, they're going up. So wood chops upwards, using those shoulders and rotation movement, a bit of core. Over bench rows, which you know, tricep extensions. So they're just a few more reps added on from last week. So barbell back squats, this week you've got 4x4, 82.5%. Again, you can spend some time building up to that percent first. Don't just go straight in. Maybe do a warm-up set with the bar, and then at 50%, and then maybe one at 70%. Just a few reps to get you used to the weight before you jump onto that heavy set. And then next week you've got 3x3, 87.5. So we are building up to some heavy weights in this later phase. Your Hatfield split squats and Z presses. With that Z press, really essential that you're not bending the back, you're keeping your back upright. Nice, big, strong, tall torso, and engaging that core and getting the most out of that overhead press. The Hatfield split squats, again, just good shape. So making sure that front shin is perpendicular to the floor, so nice and vertical. Don't let that knee creep over the toe. And then the banded chested flies, really working that tempo, feeling for the muscle, feeling it open it up, feeling it contract and really squeeze those pecs together. Elevated foot single leg bridge, again, working on that tempo. It's 3 seconds on the way down. You then got your first flies and plate hold wall sits. Again, just extend reps or time for those. Thursday, we got your barbell push press, 4x4, 8%. So hip thrust, 4x10. Don't want to see you go 1, 2 like this. You want to go dip, drive, bring it down, reset, dip, drive, reset. So that's how you do those 4 reps. And then your hip thrusts, again, really work on that tempo, full extension at the top. The coach will look out for that on the day. Kettlebell banded 1-arm rows. Yeah, these make sure these are tying the kettlebell to the rack. So as you're pulling up, the bar's trying to pull you away, so you really get an extra bit of fatigue on those legs. You'll get a lot out of these. And then the kettlebell swings, just perfecting that swing technique. Going heavy, but not trying to use your shoulders too much. So rather than doing this, just swinging with the force of your hips rather than trying to lead with your shoulders. Shouldn't be any shoulders in this one. They should just be guiding the kettlebell up. Spider curls and pullovers, a few more reps to progress on those ones this week. Friday exercise, we've got your deadlifts, 5x5s at 83%, and then superset with your barbell chest press at 83%. Power pull-ups, so as I've shown you video before, the power pull-ups go up, up, down, reset, shake it off, big pull-up, down, reset. So what the main goal for this one is not hanging off the bar, fatiguing like this, or we grip. It's just really maximising that upper concentric motion to get that power, putting your chest into that bar. Hang knee raises, side lunge wood chops, a few more reps on those ones. Finally on a Saturday, you've got your box squats, 4x5, 8%, rear foot elevated split squats and chest press for your second superset, which is going to be slightly more weight. Dumbbell lunge, curl and press into banded Russian twists. Uguaygo chipper, so squats, sumo deadlift high pulls, burpee broad jumps, and then max ski erg again to fight out for the winning pair of that day. That is this week, guys. Any questions, DM me, but good luck.